Now at 10, the man police suspect killed radio talk show host Gaby Ramos extradited from Mexico last night. What her family is saying now that he's behind bars. Plus,
how the public can be ready for a wildfire in their area.
The Salt Lake City Fire Department preparing families for the upcoming wildfire season. What you can do to keep you and your family safe. And negotiations on resolving the U.S. government debt issues continue, and to prevent a potential catastrophic default on its bills, the deadline now pushed back.
Live from Utah's first TV station, ABC4 News celebrates 75 years.
Hello, I'm Sarah Murphy. Thanks for joining us this evening for ABC4 News at 10. We begin tonight with a man who's now behind bars after he was extradited from Mexico for the 2021 shooting and killing of radio talk show host Gaby Ramos. ABC4's Annika Johns joins us live in studio after speaking to police and to family about the suspect returning here to Utah. Annika.
36-year-old Manuel Omar Bruciaga Piera arrived in Utah Friday evening after over a year of international efforts to return him to the U.S. and now Taylorsville. Less than a year ago, family, friends, and supporters of radio show host Gaby Ramos were fighting for justice against the man they believe killed her and fled to Mexico. And now
we are pleased to announce that Mr. Manuel Omar Pereira was booked into the Salt Lake County Jail.
That man is behind bars. On October 17, 2021, Taylorsville police say that Ramos was shot 7 times in the chest, arm, and head by her ex-boyfriend. It was then believed that Bruciaga Piera fled to his home in Mexico. In November of 2022, Bruciaga Piera was arrested in Mexico with the assistance of Mexican federal and state agencies and the U.S. Marshal Service. He has spent the past 6 months in detention at the federal holding facility in Mexico before being transported back to Utah Friday evening.
And that process just takes a lot of time, a lot of really in-depth paperwork that takes place.
And today, with his arrival back to the States, Ramos' family says there's a lot of mixed emotions, but that they're joyful the year and a half of waiting is finally over.
I have a lot of emotion, I have a lot of feelings, because finally I can think about the justice gonna be served, finally, but this is just the beginning.
Ramos' family is hoping for a speedy trial and for Bruciaga Piera to plead guilty, but if he doesn't, they say they'll continue fighting for Gaby.
I'm gonna be fighting for the justice, and I'm gonna try to get a really good sentence, because he did a really bad thing, so he deserved to be in jail forever.
Taylorsville police continued saying that this took multiple agencies from Utah, Washington, D.C., and Mexico working together to respect international treaties that are in place. Bruciaga Piera will be processed through Salt Lake's 3rd District Court. Back to you, Sarah.
Thank you, Annika. A missionary for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints died Friday in a semi-truck crash in Brazil. 20-year-old Isaac Card of Anchorage, Alaska, served in the Brazil Curitiba mission since October. Now, Card and 3 other missionaries were traveling on a bus when it was hit by a semi-truck. The other missionaries were not seriously injured. Right now, church officials say local church members are taking care of them. New at 10, Camas City is under a boil order after city officials found E. coli bacteria in the water system. So that means if you're living in Camas, you need to boil all water before you use it for drinking, brushing your teeth, washing dishes, or preparing food. City officials say right now they're working on flushing the water system and collecting more samples, and they'll let you know when it's safe to drink again. In Cache County, a daycare employee faces a 3rd-degree felony after she allegedly broke a child's arm. 22-year-old Kaya Duncombe worked at a home daycare in Logan. Reports show that on April 24th, when one of the children started crying, Duncombe picked up the toddler by the arm, lifted him off the ground, and jerked him around. The toddler's mother told police her child had no injuries before she dropped him off that day. Duncombe was booked into the Cache County Jail on Thursday. As we're gearing up for wildfire season, Salt Lake City Fire Department is sharing how you can be more prepared, and they might be showing up at your door. Today, Salt Lake Fire shared their Ready, Set, Go campaign, talking about how you and your family can stay safe. They went door to door in a neighborhood near Hogle Zoo. They say that's a big fire risk area during the summer, and they want to help community members be better prepared for what might be coming.
What we want to highlight is the information that's right here. how the public can be ready for a wildfire in their area. And what that looks like is creating a defensible space, anywhere from 30 to 100 feet being ideal, of property around their home that's been cleared away so that we can get in there with hose lines and protect their property.
Fire crews say they also offer a home assessment where a crew from the station in your neighborhood will come to your house and do a 360 evaluation of your property to identify any hazards in the area. So for more information on their campaign or how you can schedule one of those assessments, you can visit the website you see right there on the bottom of your screen. Checking in with meteorologist Nate Larson. Now, Nate, that doesn't sound like a bad idea, especially we know this is an area where we always have the potential for lots of wildfires this summer.
Yeah, we're going to start to dry out after all the moisture we've been seeing, right? We know it comes to an end eventually, but not just yet. In fact, we had enough showers out there this afternoon to see some rainbows. Had some great photos sent in. Again, Scott Taylor captured this one. He called the Salty City Rainbow, captured the base of it there. And Doug Attridge, one of our engineers, captured this as well in the Salt Lake Valley. Beautiful conditions out across the region with some of the showers out there. A lot of the moisture's kind of winded down as the sun's gone down as well. We do have just a little bit of light shower activity still lingering in west central parts of the state. We had some showers just right up along the Utah and Idaho state line, but those have again fizzled out. Some light rain in Bear Lake right now, and a little bit of shower activity in eastern Nevada. We expect more moisture to surge into the area overnight. In fact, there's a weak disturbance. You can see it moving through southwest Idaho right now and portions of Nevada. That's going to be moving into our area tonight into early tomorrow morning, so you might hear a clap of thunder overnight or see a lightning bolt if you're up late as some of that moisture is going to be working its way through. In fact, very early Sunday morning. This is 2 o'clock on Sunday. Plan on some showers in the west central part of the state moving through even northern Utah. We'll have some clouds as we get up tomorrow, and we'll continue to see a chance for some showers and thunderstorms into Sunday afternoon. Forecast then 79 for Salt Lake, 91 in St. George for the high. Will be dry in southern Utah. Nice and toasty. We're still warm in Salt Lake. We have that risk of storms and breezy winds as well. Sarah?
All right, thank you, Nate. In a traffic alert, the busy holiday weekend is causing some road closures for people visiting Zion National Park. Officials with Springdale Police Department say there's no parking in Springdale right now, and that temporary park closures are to be expected over the next 2 days. So the current closures are as follows. Temporary road closures for Zion National Park, Colo Canyons, road partially closed, Narrows closed to hiking and canyoneering, road to West Rim Trailhead, closed near Lava Point, and closed Trail Bridge at Zion Lodge. In Ogden, all over May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and in Ogden to celebrate, the first Mittendirk Mental Health Awareness Festival happened today. So according to many health reports in 2022, over 30% of all adults in Utah suffer from mental health problems, making us the leading state. That's why Sandra Homan decided to organize the festival. Making information more easily accessible is her goal. While listening to good music and eating good food, she expresses why she feels this month is so important.
I want them to know that they're not alone, that they can get out, that there's help out there, and it's better to say it than hiding it, because then people can come together and help.
So some of the performances that were there tonight were by the band Foreign Figures, whose lead singer is actually on The Voice, Blind Love, Future Ex-Boyfriend, Junk Percussion Trio, and Old Ghost. Tonight is the final night of the 5th annual Busker Fest in Salt Lake City. Downtown transformed and was filled with musicians, dancers, hula hoopers, jugglers, comedy acts, and even more. Salt Lake City Arts Council and Primrose Productions presented this fest, an event to celebrate the tradition of busking. So one of tonight's performers shares what it means for artists to be able to participate in this festival.
A lot of our students and instructors are also local performers, and a lot of them only have performing and teaching as their only job, their only form of income. So opportunities like this to be able to come downtown, kind of show off what we can do and get paid for it is something that just helps create more artists and more interest in our art.
The owner of Primrose Productions says in part, it contributes to the character and texture of a vibrant city, engaging people in a delightful manner. So tonight's event just wrapped up, but they are planning on coming back next year. Memorial Day weekend is underway, and here's what the community is doing to commemorate this holiday. ABC4's Elena Castro has more.
People across the valley are honoring the brave for their service. At Larkin Mortuary in Sandy, staff and youth groups came together to put out thousands of flags on the graves of those who have served. An act of kindness they've been doing for over 40 years.
We put up flags. We did that last night. Little individual flags on all the veterans' graves, and we bring in youth groups, different types of youth groups, and they come and help us, because if we had to rely on just our staff, I don't think we could do it, because there's thousands of flags out there.
Michaela Anderson, a sixth-generation Larkin, came out with her swim team to help the family business. But for her, it's more than just a family favor.
So when we put the flags out, we get to honor and respect the different veterans and what they've done for our country, and also we get to come together and spend time helping volunteer and do stuff.
Others outside the Larkin Association are grateful the mortuary goes to such lengths to honor those who've gone before.
I said, I should bring a little flag, and then my dad didn't want to make a big deal even at his own funeral. He said, I didn't really serve because he was in the Army Reserves and he only served for a very short time, and so even at his funeral, he didn't want the flag service or anything. And so I didn't know if there would be a flag on his gravesite. And so it was nice to see that there was a flag here already.
Coming up on ABC4 News at 10, debt ceiling negotiations down to the wire as members of Congress head home. But is there enough time to pass the deal?
All right, and we've had scattered storms for the first part of Memorial Day weekend. They return on Sunday. We'll time them out for you. Show you some of the forecast for Memorial Day as well. It's not going to be a washout of a weekend. We'll pinpoint the details for you after the break.